Hello and welcome to our 13th, a podcast.
Yeah.
44, podcast 44, coming out.
97.
So for you guys,
24.
No,
do you
magic
guys
number
know
14.
what's the name of our podcast? Have you guys?
The Daily Lobo.
I changed it from generic old podcast to something else.
UNM
Narucast?
Anime Club podcast.
UNM Animecast.
No.
Narucast.
Sakura-con, whatever.
No.
Kanji Con
Uh,
We just call it
it's called
Con.
Psychocast, and in Japanese, I think psycho means awesome.
Oh, I thought you called it that last time just because you were talking about it.
Oh no,
No.
I just wanted to change it for once.
Okay.
It's super bland.
This would be the third one.
Psychocast.
Actually, no, it's the fourth one.
Huh?
So like
the fourth one,
Psychopaths?
No, psycho like S-A-I-K-O.
Psych... Like Psychopaths.
Psychopaths.
Yeah.
It rhymes with...
Yeah,
okay,
it's like
those-
I thought that was alluding to as well.
No.
Psychopath, psycho.
Get
I
ready
need to
for-
change the name now. No one's getting it.
Gotta get ready for that movie.
Sugei Cast?
Suge.
I should try that.
Sugoi Cast?
Reset the number. Anyway, so
Again.
we'll start going. Well, we have a new member.
Oh
in our
no.
podcast. Say
Yeah.
hi.
Hi, my name is Shelby. I was a treasurer last year.
Nice.
No,
What's your
I'm
favorite
not.
anime?
Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant. It's an older
I
one.
thought you
It's
just said a different anime was your favorite and that you had to discuss
Well,
it.
it's a current ongoing favorite, and that's Tokyo Ghoul. And I'm aware that Renee doesn't read the manga, which is a horrible sin.
I should read the manga.
You should.
I heard the manga was just had a bad end, kind
Well,
of.
it ended, and then they started a second series. So it's Tokyo Ghoul, and now it's Tokyo Ghoul Rei, or Ri. And that continues the story. So yeah, the first one ends, and it's kind of like, okay, not happy. And then it's continued, and still don't know what's going on, but that's fine. That's kind of how the whole thing is.
But it's still good, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw a bunch of posts on Tumblr, of Obama, putting up people posting, Obama putting up a picture of the main character. And he's just how do you think of Tokyo Ghoul? And Obama was like, we don't talk about it in, a single
Yeah.
tier.
We don't talk about Tokyo Ghoul, but yet we're here, and I'm doing that because it's a fantastic series. I'm not sure how much I should say about it because there's a lot of spoilery things I could say.
Yeah.
Well, is it different from the?
Yes, and that's the thing. That's the main thing. So, whenever should I just go into the start of the second season? Because I feel like that's still spoilers for some people.
Well, save that for as a side topic. So let me do the usual.
Okay,
So
but basically, season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul is called Tokyo Ghoul Route A, and it's called that. It's like a square root sign A, and it's supposed to be a pun on the word route. Like you can have different routes in a video game, and so basically, the author of Tokyo Ghoul has decided he's basically writing, or at least looking over and heading the second season, and so it's a divergent path from what the manga took. So they're heading off in two different directions.
Super. Oh.
So in the first episode of the second season, Kaneki joins Aogiri Tree. In the manga, he doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're completely different.
That could change a lot.
Yeah, it changes a lot.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I said you should read the manga, because it's dope.
So I guess we'll just go from there. So how was your week, Alejandro?
My week.
Did everyone introduce
No one introduced themselves other
No
than
one
me.
introduced
This is how we're
themselves.
introducing ourselves, though.
That'll be all
Was
right.
what we did.
Well,
No.
one time at least been in a podcast, so.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, let's just do a roll call real quick. This is Justin.
Here.
Rob, the president.
Shelby again. Sup?
Tommy. Damn it.
worst time.
Yep.
That happened before.
Yep, that happens. Tommy the treasurer.
Alejandro, vice president.
And Renee, the public relations. So there you go. Attendance. We're all here.
Yay.
Or
Except
are
for-
we?
Well,
Who should
mean,
be.
probably
The
not.
important people are here.
yeah, important people like us.
Calling out some people.
Where'd Christian go?
And Ed.
We don't
Yeah.
know.
I was just gonna say, you just made several enemies. Hope you're fine with that, Renee.
We don't know where he went. He,
Alejandro, how was your week?
well, after the previous podcast, my week was downhill with 4 tests in 2 days. basically.
You know, I was hoping that you would say that, but I was like
Rude.
hating myself for thinking, man, I don't want him to have had a bad week, but I also want him to say my week was all downhill since the Anime Club podcast.
Because that's the highlight of any week. Like, I go home and I listen to it and I'm like, yeah, this is as good as it gets.
Well, also, once you're part of it, that is the high point.
That's the high point. I've got nowhere else to go. I'm trapped.
So,
Yeah.
open invitation to all you listeners.
No.
No.
All of them. Every
You
single
can't
last
fit any
one
more
in this
people
room.
here.
We'll have to do a revolving sort of guest list.
Oh, Kantai raffle style.
No.
You get up at 3 a.m, put in your raffle ticket, you might get on the team.
That reminds me, hey, check if the raffle's running. Anyways, so what else about your week, Ali?
How else did your week suck?
Well, after the test, it got progressively better.
Oh.
That's always good.
Dude, I'm all over this emotional roller coaster.
I'm invested in this story. Please continue.
You shouldn't be too invested.
Did we make
It's going all the right places.
Are your week better?
Did it get better after you went to Anime Club?
My week always goes better when I go to Anime Club. All the stress goes away. But I bought Valkyrie Chronicles
Oh, sweet.
on Steam. Yeah, it was on sale, so I was like, well, I might as well.
I bought it full price.
No. I bought it used from GameStop, so I am not supporting the industry directly.
You
I feel
monster.
really bad about that, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I've ever
Steam
bought
sales,
a
and it's
single
Steam
game
sales galore.
used.
Yeah. Steam, always buy for the sales. Nothing else. Unless it's free.
A good
So how
majority
far
of my
did you get?
games have come from Humble Bundles.
Humble bundles.
I used to buy those, but then I realized I'm only buying them for like one game, so it's like really awkward.
Yeah.
But I guess you're not even really buying them, right? Like, you could put in a penny and still get the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as long as yours isn't above the, like, you know, they have the average price, and if you pay above that, you get extra games. So unless the game you want is an extra game, yeah, you can put in a single penny, and you've basically not even paid for the game that you wanted, and you still get the game.
Which
That's
is
pretty nifty.
sweet deal, kind of rude.
Kind of rude.
So how far did you get in V Chronicles?
I've only gotten up to chapter 2 because I don't have time really to like play a good run through it, and I keep getting bad scores.
You know, you can really cheese through the game by using scouts and just run them all the way to the end of their movements.
Yeah.
And then keep running the same scout, because all you need to beat a lot of the maps is to capture a point, right?
Sometimes. I've seen this kind of backfire on us where we spend 2 action points in a single turn on a scout move. They just get slaughtered by anything that happens.
That's
to be
why
a
you
unit.
gotta save enough points so that you can pour them all into this one scout's
I
desperate run.
I do remember like the super homeless run from, like, do you remember the one with the elevator and the 2 tanks?
Yes.
Yeah. Or 2 elevators, 2 tanks, and just booking it from, like, you spend 1 turn to set up and gain a star or 2 extra, and then the next turn, like, halfway across the, or like at least 75% across the map, and then 1 more turn to just walk in.
The funny thing is, if you go and you use this super cheesy method, it totally just, like, undermines the entire story taking place, because there's, like, a train on a bridge that's firing on you, and all this, you know, military stuff. There's a whole bunch of setup with different tanks and mines and whatnot, and you just eschew all that and make the fucking... It's like the Olympic torch run, except...
Dead sprint.
Yeah, except instead of a... What's that called when you do the handoff?
Baton.
Instead of a baton pass, it's just one guy doing the whole run. So it's not even a story about fucking, you know, different people of different creeds. No, this is fucking what's her name?
Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Alicia the Scout going for the gold.
So Valkyria Chronicles 1 only had those kind of missions? 'Cause I didn't
No.
finish it. They had some day to defeat everyone, right? Also.
Yeah,
So-
there are some.
I mean, there's
Okay.
some really cool ones where like you can use a tank to divert this jeep's path, but
Mhm.
if you do it too aggressively, they'll just
It would
ignore
just
you
go
entirely.
around the other way.
So there's some fun techie missions in that game too.
Alejandro, did you know there's an anime of it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Did know.
Just
I
wondering.
only watched 2 episodes of it before never touching it again.
I also did not like the anime, but I enjoyed the game. Alejandro, did you know that the character designer also draws doujinshi?
He knew, but he can't say it. That's
Well,
fine.
I wouldn't, like, I didn't know, but I was like, I would think so. Like, it's just like, well, you're an artist.
That's
His Silvara design
style.
his Silvara design is definitely born of the penis, I would say. There are lots of designs that are born of the penis, like Yoko Littner from Gurren Lagann.
No, that character was made for totally
Oh yeah,
unrelated reasons.
design
It
from the
was very
bottom up.
vital,
I'm sure.
vital to her
I'm
design
sure.
that she wear and dress and
Oh,
act in that
I know
manner.
this artist.
Nice.
See, I told you guys. Anything else about your week, Ali?
Not really.
Do you mind if
think
I
I
call
know
you
this one.
the legend, as in Muhammad Ali?
I don't
Yes.
mind.
Ali the legend.
Tawny.
Well, I mean, my week's been pretty busy, and I don't know, anime-wise, I've been on both interesting side of the spectrum, so weirdness.
Hmm.
Yeah, been on the weird, perverted side, and
How
the weird.
so?
Go into
so?
detail.
Weird
I want to know everything.
Elaborate.
Give us
Whoa,
some
hang on.
latest
TMR.
So,
And yet
I
you're
don't
the
know.
old-
I occasionally watch Mega Binks, and one of the playthroughs that she's playing is Honey Pop.
Dude, I
And-
love Honey
He
Pop.
loves Honey.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Oh!
So they've got this great Valentine's Day expansion coming up. I could not be
that's
more
gonna be
excited.
fun. Have you gone like all the secret characters?
Yes, I have.
Of course, is
Jeez.
I
that
still
your
haven't figured
question?
out what to do with it. There's a box of tissues that I think is a red herring item.
Wait, did you get the Steam censored version or?
I did,
straight
and then I
from the
passed
And then
it.
you
side?
patched it.
Oh, the patch.
Always patch Steam
Always
games.
patch.
Well, that's. But I mean, the thing is, how are you watching it? Because they banned it from Twitch.
Well, I don't know. I'm watching it on her YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh.
At and I can't remember what. I think it's the RPG Minx.
Mm-hmm.
And well, she has some interesting censoring on it.
Like
Basically,
over the CG scenes, she covers up the naughty bits. Is that
No.
what you're saying?
she covers the naughty bits,
But with
in a
pictures
pretty
of
fun. It's a pretty
ridiculous
fun
things.
way. It's not a ridiculous thing. It's yeah, it is kind of ridiculous.
Like people's faces.
It's kind of her face, but
In
in an interesting style.
That sounds funny. I should look up some creative censoring of Honey Pop because
Oh,
a lot
it's
of
fun.
a lot of people that do that run through do the same thing. I was
Yeah.
watching some guys on Video Tendency, and he got past the bedroom scene and to the CG, and then he used the stock censoring that you see sometimes. It
The
reads
black bars. Or,
no. It reads, "Whoops, can't show that." The Christian manga.
That's great. There's
And I-
also another one. I think like some cinnamon toast, and he uses like dogs. So it's like the smallest dogs that are just like covering nipples and everything.
yeah, I do like it when they use like cute animals to cover it. Like no.
But Honey, I hope you're gonna go out and buy it and support the developers now.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
It's on sale.
Yeah.
You're not married. No one's checking your credit card bill.
No, but his parents are.
You know, I gifted Rob Honey Pop, and he still hasn't played it.
I have not.
Gosh, Rob, how rude of you to spurn a gift from your friend.
Exactly. He spurned my gift.
If you do,
I'm
better put on
experiencing
some
it right now.
headphones.
And so close to Valentine's Day. He's saving it. That's what it is.
Oh, he wants the Valentine's Day content. I wouldn't blame him.
I would not either.
Anything else interesting?
So the other side of Strange is like kind of the fantasy mystical, which is also another thing on her playthroughs is Life is Strange.
Ah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
one.
So it's about this photographer girl Max, who's kind of like the loner and etc. And basically she gains the power to. Well, actually, I don't even know if this is a spoiler, but she gains the power to rewind time.
Wow, you spoiled the first 5 minutes.
I was gonna enjoy
First
that.
5 minutes, I'm gonna skip.
You can't. That's the worst part.
And you get to rewind and play it again and again.
Rewind and rewind.
Exactly.
It's even more monotonous before you even begin.
It's real. I mean, anyone who knows me well will be able to tell you that I got this huge love for time travel as a plot device. So one of my favorite movies is Back to the Future. A lot of games and stuff that stick with me incorporate time travel as an element, except Prince of Persia. That's
Yeah.
Are you saying you don't like Prince of Persia?
well, I don't like the sort of immediate
Yeah, is that it's the scale? They have to go further back than their own
yeah.
time frame.
So
Or
the thing I'm most interested in is just the idea of changing future events, kind of like the butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find it so fascinating. I'll eat up any kind of media that uses time travel like that. So I definitely want to pick up Life is Strange.
Oh yeah, because it's pretty interesting. Like it's visual novel style,
Mm-hmm.
and like you can always like for every action, it's kind of like the Telltale games where like your actions will have consequences, but you can like undo those actions, but still have knowledge of like what happened and use that in like other sections of the game.
Oh.
That's why I love visual novels
I was
so
gonna
much.
say-
I should.
I was gonna say, that reminded me of a manhwa I was reading recently, and it's called Metronome, and it has a time travel as a plot element. This girl runs into a guy who says she's gonna die in a year, and he's gonna try and protect her for a year, so that way she doesn't die.
Uh-huh. And it's a manhwa, so
Yeah, it's a
that would
Korean
be
manhwa.
A Korean manga, okay.
Yeah. And it's called Metronome.
Metronome. Look it up. It's on Batoto.
It is on Batoto. Don't even. Just don't. Bato.to.com.
Yep.
No, not even .com. It's just bato.to.
Yeah.
But the sad part about it is that the people scanlating it are like they aren't that far along, so it's just like halfway. I think it's like halfway through the series, but the series is completed. They just aren't able to complete it because they aren't able to scan it as well.
You know, whenever that happens, I go and learn the language.
So you gotta go learn Korean so you can read Metronome. I got it.
YesAsia.com. Sponsor shout out.
Are you done?
Are you done?
Yeah, man.
I thought Rob was gonna be playing Honey Pop while we're doing this.
I'm looking it up. Question for the end.
Got it.
Real subtle.
But
Gave this guy a laptop.
Guy in charge of it. Worst decision
so
he
let's
made.
see. You've talked about your week. You've talked about your week. Talk about your
My
week.
week?
Quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How rude.
Oh,
Basically, I'm not allowed to devote as much time. It's fine.
yeah.
Basically, I feel like I'm here because I should be studying for the 2 tests I have tomorrow.
There we
The
go.
only reason why I'd hang out with you guys. Woo!
Oh. Now we're sad. We have to invite her back to every week to gain her approval.
Mean Girls style.
So,
And
any
they're both-
sweet anime.
Not really, because school, but I've been starting to watch Steven Universe because it's something I've been meaning to do. I've catched an odd episode, but now that I'm actually watching it, I've quite enjoyed it. And then for things I recently finished, recently watched Over the Garden Wall, which was really a good series. It's also a cartoon, Over the Garden Wall, and I think it came out in October
I
last.
think I did hear of that. Or
And
see
it was
images
it
of
was really good. It's like there's 10 chapters, and each chapter is about 15 minutes, so it's like 5 episodes long. And yeah, it's just a story about these 2 boys who get lost in the unknown and have to try and find their way back home.
I am so surprised that I've never heard of this. 'Cause
It's like pretty recent, so like I said, it came out in October, this past October, I'm pretty sure, and so all of you should go and watch it because it's really good and it's got wonderful music.
Some of the art reminds me of maybe a more cartoonified...
Yeah, that's actually it. It's like really old cartoons. Like they have like the painted background sometimes, and they pay homage to some old cartoon things, like the animal characters that walk around and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a frog that sings, so if you can find out what that is an homage to.
Does it sing, hello my baby,
Hello my honey,
darling,
hello my
my
ragtime
darling,
gal. Yeah, exactly.
God, I hate that.
So did the guy who found it.
He's 6.
Great.
That's exactly it. He found it.
Renee can set that as the...
Laptop background.
Well, no, as the picture that our audio runs over.
Oh yes,
Hey,
do
this is
that.
the 6 of us.
That's what I think. I'll send it to him.
So when do we
Screaming
start
frogs.
being idols?
Rob, your turn.
Unfortunately, no anime or gaming, but a nerdy week nonetheless. I spent most of it programming, so that was actually pretty fun.
Was it fun when you couldn't find out what was wrong?
Yeah, all the time. Off by 1 error is 10 cases, 30% of your grade gone. No, but found it eventually, and that's sweet. I don't know. One, again, slightly nerdy thing is I watched some League streams, but I also found a new stream that I really, really like. It's Handmade Hero. It's a guy who's 60 days into a project of creating a game from scratch, and it's not just like learner's tutorial game, how to make something. He's 30 years experience in the field, and he's making a professional grade game by himself on stream, explaining the source code to everyone.
Well, hang on. You're telling me that this is a guy that decided to make a game before kickstarting the game?
Yeah, he doesn't need kickstarting because he's doing it himself.
Wow.
He's doing everything.
Well, that
himself.
doesn't matter. That shouldn't stop you.
Extra money.
Yeah, it really ought not to.
Maybe
And
not. I mean, he's still a professional game designer in his day job. He just does this every
fun.
night at 8 p.m.
For fun, open quotes.
I'm telling you, Handmade Hero guy, you are missing out on a market.
What type of game is it?
I mean, actually, I'd say he has. It's actually a very unique and ingenious funding scheme. He's having people learn about it through this very unique experiment he's doing, putting a game design on Twitch, and as he explains it, he hypes it up, and people are pre-ordering it. People are already buying it.
What kind of game is it?
It's RPG.
So this happens instead of the Kickstarter. But if people are watching him do it, they could be copying every single thing he does. And then make the game.
I was thinking it'd be somewhat good practice for me to actually sit down and follow him code by line
Listen
by
to
line.
this.
And then
Rob's already had
he launched
this
the
idea.
game 2 days after his launch.
He puts a long delay.
No, he's
a day
really,
delay.
really good at this too. Like,
Oh, no.
he's doing something that I can't really do. Is he has a he's doing the hardware too, so
Wow.
he's designing a computer. That
So it's
plays
like a
this
Ludum
game.
Dare on
Oh,
crack.
I'm not entirely sure about the computer. I haven't actually seen that part. I saw him putting the components together. I'm not sure if he's actually going to be doing any hardware work on it, but I saw him do that part at least.
So this would be a dedicated piece of hardware that only does this game?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm imagining like an arcade machine type of deal.
That seems really weird to do something like that without like a bootstrap.
But yeah, just seems like a really cool thing, and since I'm starting to try to learn how to do this myself, figure out I might as well watch a professional in a environment I already like, Twitch. So
Yes. The Twitch.
The Twitch.
I'm mad at Twitch since they banned Honey Pop. I really am.
they really-
Now he has a personal vendetta. He's gonna take Twitch down.
But yeah, that's my week of nerd. How about you, Justin?
I've been playing an event. You just heard about it, Geeks Who Date. I've been doing a lot, actually. Like the Great Ali here, I've been playing a lot of Kantai Collection. My HQ level is up to 42. And, I just, I care for my ship girls a lot.
You sunk Hibiki.
Well, I'm raising
monster.
another one up.
So he can just replace any ship girl. Ooh.
Hibiki is, granted, pretty replaceable.
See,
I
he
am
does not
offended.
treasure.
You've
he does
lost
not
all the
treasure his
Hibiki
ships.
fans
Wow.
right here.
I know. It was a shame when I lost her. I did mourn for a couple minutes. But then, at a point, it's time to move on.
2
the
minutes
next
later, to the next ship that he will destroy. It's inevitable.
I've lost 2 ships so far.
That
It's
could be taken
not
in the
too
wrong
many.
way.
Anyways. I'm sure you've modernized plenty of ships, Ali.
I have. They're all like 2 ships. Like whenever I have like 2 of the same ships, I just modernize the lower level one.
Yeah, see? I mean, he's just as heartless.
Well, I already have one.
You're cloning him.
Yeah, so I'm like,
He loves her
well,
so much. He wants another in his life.
He'll never let her go. So, someone
And-
who has not touched Kantai, should I touch Kantai?
It's hard to.
It's hard to.
No. Okay, so you can do so starting tonight at 3 a.m. So you gotta stay up
I gotta
until
stay
3
up.
a.m.
Easy.
Already planned.
And at that point, you can get everything rolling. I mean, it's definitely... How to explain this? There's definitely a steep learning curve, since it's all in Japanese. So you have to either grope your way around the system until you find something that works, or you have to refer to the wiki constantly. And I still refer to the wiki constantly. It's a wiki game where having a dual monitor setup or something, or a lot of familiarity with like multitasking and alt-tabbing. It's fun. I gotta say. And if it's not fun, it's sure as hell is addicting. So that can take the place of fun in some cases. And you get to build your own fleet of
Moe ship girls.
sluts.
Oh, well, okay.
Wow, that we went totally different directions with that.
Yeah, one of those was more appropriate than another. I'm not going to point out who. Let the viewers decide.
Ship girls, my goodness.
Hey, look, when we started with the
Scandalous.
innuendos, we knew where we were going.
Well,
And
Type ship sluts into the...
incognito mode.
That's going into my browser history.
Yeah, let's
Let's
see if that gets us to Kantai. I'm curious.
might get a lot of
One word,
Shimakaze.
viewers.
nope.
Viewers, you should also search this up in incognito
jeez.
mode.
Let's try.
There's one.
Got
Ha-ha!
it. Nailed
What?
it.
Got it first
I
page.
bet you it's Shimakaze.
Nah, it wasn't.
Oh, now we're somewhere else.
Yeah, no, it has to be one word.
Soho?
Yep, we got him. Anyways, now that we've Googled ship sluts,
We invite you
what
to
are
do
our
so at
topics
home.
today, Mr. Prime Minister? I'm sorry, public relations.
But it's my, I didn't say what I get from my weed.
You
Oh,
want?
wait.
Just
Yeah,
skipped
there was an
over
easier one.
Renee.
There was an earlier one too.
Oh yeah, go right ahead and tell us about your week, Renee.
No,
He's-
no, it's-
Now you don't
it's
even want to
fine.
because you're not
He
interested.
spent all week Googling ship sluts. Doesn't want to tell us about it.
Well, it has something to do with that.
Have you been getting ready for tonight's lottery?
Well, I set it up on Saturday, so I just need to know when to do it. So 3 a.m.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they have earlier times. It's always at 3 a.m.
Well,
Always at
because
3
it's
a.m.
Japan, so it's
They can
like
work in
They
different
hate
Can I be
times.
honest? Like, I didn't actually have to stay up. Like, the
Cheated the system.
lottery that I went into, like, started, like,
You went to Japan.
no, I didn't. Like, started it, like, 12 hours ago. I'm like, maybe I'll try. Got in.
Whoa!
Like,
What the hell?
I'm
you
just like,
didn't
Amazing.
let Justin know.
It was probably like a one-time thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's that is a rarity. Because the first time I attempted the lottery, I couldn't get in. And when I got, I couldn't get in immediately. I got past the lottery process into the server selection, but at that point, the servers were all full. So even though I had technically succeeded in earning a spot, probably like some holdover from earlier or something had, filled that slot that I could have taken. So, but yeah, tonight's the night, Renee.
I'm gonna try to do it, and if not, then I'll be sad. And besides that, I've been meaning to try Hearthstone, because I've been watching videos of it, and it's pretty interesting. I don't know when I'll do it, but I'm planning on trying it. Then everything else just been anime, and I don't want to spoil. So.
Hearthstone's pretty good for just fitting in during the week. You can play a 10-minute game, be done.
I played 2 games today while I was in the lair waiting for my parking pass to run out. I won 2 games with Hunter. It was actually pretty good. I definitely endorse Hearthstone, probably about as much as I endorse Kantai Collection. I've spent more money on Hearthstone, easily. But that's because Kantai Collection's purchases... Yeah, Kantai Collection's purchases are a lot less necessary, really. At least they have proven less necessary in the couple weeks that I've been involved in the game. But yeah.
So now we'll move on to topics. Don't really have that many.
Oh no.
Well, you guys heard about the live-action Zelda in Netflix and all that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Well, apparently the Wall Street Journal contacted Nintendo and ended up saying no comment about this actually being a thing. But how sweet would that be? Maybe.
I don't know.
Depends on who
Maybe.
they cast.
It's risky.
It's basically going to be quote unquote Game of
Well, not
Thrones
risky
for families. So
Yeah.
Not risky in terms of
Who said that?
whether or not it'd be a financial success, but risky to fan bases, whether or not they'll enjoy it. They have to do it really well.
Let's admit that there have not been a lot of good transitions from video game into live action.
that Mario one on as a
No,
cartoon.
okay, so that's not true. But we have not had, like, traditionally, it's just not something that people can do well. And with Zelda, I don't know.
Well,
We'll see.
excuse me, princess.
For one, the main character can't talk at all.
Just a bunch of hiya.
Well, I'm expecting it to be meme-worthy. If it's not good, it's gonna be so bad it's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Be like Avatar and Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. Okay, I guess the last one. A fan learns to love life again thanks to Love Live. You guys know what Love Live is?
That is a priceless headline. Learns to love life thanks to Love Live.
So apparently
pretty
this
wonderful.
person we used to be smoke a lot, drink a lot, just not just great.
All around
I guess.
bad person.
There you go. And then once he met his waifu, Nico, who's one of the characters in Love Live, and everyone else, he changed his entire life and became an otaku. So, yeah.
Gave up drinking, gave up smoking, and
Huh.
instead decided to buy anime.
Yep.
Because when you buy anime, you have no money for
Because
anything
they
else.
show pictures in his Twitter of him with alcohol now and smoking, and then they have another one, like a future thing, with him with a lot of Love Live stuff.
A body pillow?
He didn't show his bed, so I believe, but probably there.
Probably there.
So, yeah. There's that. That's
You
all.
guys have similar experiences?
Have a bad life thing go to us.
Yeah.
Then found anime. Everything turned around.
It went
Right.
down.
Like, when did the majority of us find... At what
You have a
age did the
good life.
majority of us...
And then you
Yeah.
find anime.
Yeah, that's,
And yeah.
that's the one I was gonna say.
Ah, I
It
see.
typically goes downhill. This guy just got lucky. His life was just worse to start with. So, it's
so the
comparatively
normal
better.
model, the consensus among us here is that the normal model is your life's going pretty good, And then you find Love Live.
Well, I'm just thinking.
No, just anime.
I'm
Just
just thinking
anime.
it's a normal human being is about 50 points, and then anime human being maybe 30, just a decrease. But these drinkers and smokers,
Right.
10 point, 10 point individuals.
So what do you make of an anime smoker?
Oh God!
Not even human.
Not human. You must be from it.
Subhuman.
I lost him once he started reciting multiple numbers at me.
Statistics.
Well, I was doing it hand motions, but then I realized you guys can't hear my hand motions, and I'm dumb. So
Make that in Excel and I'll post it up for you.
Or just have pictures that we put up throughout it. So Rob's like this, and then this, and then this. Just have his face displayed on the screen, so that way everyone knows.
really, we don't even need the hands, just the face.
And that's pretty much all I have for topics. You guys have anything?
Let's go to questions.
Questions. Rob had a question.
I found a question. 4chan asked me it.
Oh no.
Did you post your answer?
I have not.
What is the question?
Where was it? It's like the waifu question, but ITT, post absolute worst girl. So who is worst girl? Not waifu, but worst girl.
Worst girl.
Or we could go with worst character.
No, let's be sexist.
Okay.
So close
The
to
status
Valentine's
quo.
near Valentine's Day, so that way no one gets a date in this room.
Yeah.
Worst girl.
It took me a while to figure it out. I know mine.
Oh no.
Well, it's a pretty common one.
Is it from Azumanga?
No. Though,
Is it from Naruto?
it is!
Is it Sakura?
It is!
I called it! That's who came in my mind first!
Why is she the worst?
Because she's
From
useless.
someone that hasn't watched Naruto.
Because she's, well, one, she's useless, but I think the moment she lost a lot of fans was when she confessed to Naruto, I love you. But that was only to get
try
him
and get
to
over.
stop hunting Sasuke.
Yeah.
So really, she just fucking lied to our main character, and that got everyone mad.
You don't want that.
Yeah, she's worst. I know why that petition was going around. Oh, you should check and see on the status of that petition.
Oh yeah.
Okay, continuation from podcast whatever.
All right. Any other contenders for
I
the
think
worst girl ball?
Here's
I've got
what-
someone worse.
Huh?
Ooh.
So in the light novel that I was reading that I talked about last podcast.
Is it alright to pick up girls in the dungeon?
What? I don't know where that came from.
That's a new.
That's
That's,
a
an anime
light
coming
novel.
out.
Oh,
That's
okay.
also going to be adapted.
I don't know. So basically, there's this character who's called Malty, but like her name's been changed to bitch. And well, that's because like in the beginning, first she starts off by basically she's just a slut. and like what happens is that she falsely accuses one of the heroes, the main character, that he raped her, and basically had him like outcast and also took all his stuff and sold it for money just to be rich and have power.
It sounds like a typical girl.
And so now he's definitely not getting any.
Can we get can we make this the quote? It's just on the middle of the screen, all
But
podcast.
that's the
No,
title.
no,
The
no.
title.
That's just all girls.
That is pretty reprehensible, though.
Yeah, this sounds like a more serious type deal than Sakura.
Sakura's just being a little annoying.
No, she is real annoying. It's not just a little.
Shanaro,
the,
Rob.
The
Shanaro.
novel again?
It's called The Rising of the Shield Hero.
The Rising of the Shield Hero.
So
Anyone else got a worst girl?
I don't know if I can beat that.
I got one. From Kanagi, Crazy Shrine Maidens.
Oh boy.
The main character, her name is Nagi, was revealed to have a previous relationship with a boy that wasn't the main character.
That made everyone mad.
How dare she
I
not
really
be a
thought you were
pure
going to say
girl.
the demon that
No, she's
Possesses-
not a girl. Anyways, that makes her worst girl.
How dare she not
Voted
be
by
pure
all
from the
otaku
outset.
everywhere. Because she is not a pure maiden.
Disgusting.
Well, that might have made some Nagi headcanon shippers. Just, I was the one.
I don't think they're that forward thinking.
They can't self-insert like that.
So, Renee,
I just ate part of my phone case.
nicely done.
Like, it flaked off in the corner here. And then I was like, oh, some frosting from that turnover I had earlier. And then I ate it and I was like, this isn't sweet at all. And then I realized.
Nicely done.
Now the question is, did you notice and take it out, or did you just keep
No, I
going?
swallowed it. Anyways, go ahead.
Renee,
Sorry
worst
about
girl.
that.
I don't really have a specific person I could think of right now, but I'm a little getting tired of one of the archetypes. I guess you call sundares.
You're
Yes.
getting tired of
I
that.
don't like
Last
tsundere.
season, you were saying they are
Okay,
the absolute best.
let me explain myself. There's a bar. Okay, there's like sundares who are normal and some that are beyond. That may not make sense. You have to watch a lot of tsundere shows to know what I'm talking about.
And he's watched a lot of
Yeah.
tsundere
Did this
shows.
get? Was this spurred on by that Mecha Tsundere show from last season? The Twin
Twin
Tails? Yeah.
Not everyone there's a tsundere. I don't know why I watched it.
'Cause not
It
everyone
sounds
is-
like it certainly did not help.
Made it worse.
We might have a short podcast.
That's
Well-
the fire alarm.
Oh, short podcast, guys.
Quick
See you guys
answers.
next time.
Worst
Nadeko Sengoku.
Huh?
Nadeko. From Monogatari series.
Oh.
Hates?
Oh.
Snake did nothing wrong.
Anyways,
Anyways, let's go.
Okay, see you guys next time.
Oh gosh.
Have a good...
しなく広がる